Dancouga. Dancouga. Rock off!
Alright, so bear with me, because this thing is ginormous. It just takes almost all my space. I actually have to clean up a bit to make space for this thing. I have no idea how the hell I'm gonna actually be unboxing this properly, but let's see what we can do about this. Alright, set that to the side and see if we can. This thing was sitting in my game room for like 5 months because I just didn't have the time for it, but now I finally did. So, yeah, I think the best thing we can do is just completely break open the box. See if we can now. It's funny because, like, this thing isn't that big. At least from the pictures that I saw, like, this thing is not this ginormous. It's just the box has a bunch of shit inside. So, let's see. I don't want you guys to see my face yet. That's the issue. Yeah, there we go. Just move this to the side. Grab this. See if I can dispose of this properly. Without dropping anything or knocking into anything. There we go. It's here. And see if we can. Yeah, that's. So the reason I got this guy, to be quite honest with you guys, because I have no connections to Dancouga. Never seen the series. I want to. Looks interesting. I've been told that it's a pretty good mech show. But I love beast formers, and I am yet to have an elephant. So I got this guy just because the main bot turns into an elephant. That's literally the only reason I got this guy. Then he looks awesome. We can. Okay. Get this out of there. Oh, back box is banged up. That's fine. I'm pretty sure everything inside is fine and dandy. Whew. Man, these unboxings are a workout. Let's see. This comes off. Yeah, we can just slide it off, but just like I do to my wife, I prefer to take a knife to the straps on the middle and just rip it off. Our honeymoon was wild. Alright, so 11 years going strong, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking love that woman. Anyways, she sees these videos, so that's probably gonna make her cry. Alright. Should have opened it on the other side. Let's try that again. Alright. Yep. It's full of stuff. Here we have the instruction booklet. Hagane Works. Good Smile Company. I've heard good things about that company, so let's hope they are as good as people say they are. Alright, let me put that there. Wrap this box. That art looks amazing. I wish they included an actual poster of it, because it actually looks pretty awesome. The box is sturdy as shit too. Okay. Throwing that to the side. Okay, so I think I can actually just sit down now. Just put that there, put that there, put that there. Let's lower this, move that to the front, and I can actually sit down now. Look at that. I'm actually sitting down. Let's fix the camera. There we go. Okay. Let's start with this, alright? Because the main figures are on the other one. Here we have the display stand with all the doohickeys and doodads to make your display. Again, I don't really care much for this, so that goes to the side. A place for all these. This is a gun. I don't know whose gun it is, but it's a gun nonetheless, and it's a pretty cool looking gun. Looks like it pegs on someone. Probably in the back of the elephant, maybe. More things for the display stand. This thing that goes on top of the falcon head to make like flying attack. Cool. This thing that turns into the back. It's just to give Dancouga its wings. I know that's asking for a lot, but I actually wish that this thing could turn into a bird of some sort. Because it doesn't really have any place to... That didn't feel good. So it doesn't really have any place to be. I'm just gonna end up putting this away. I have no real need for this, because again, since I like playing with my toys a lot, having to take this, put it away, and then put it back again, it's not my thing. But it looks and it feels cool. It looks cool and it feels nice. The materials of it, they feel really good, and I like the details on the inside that you're never gonna see because it's gonna be hooked onto the Dancouga. Oh, look at that. That's shoulder-mounted cannons. Love me some shoulder-mounted cannons always. That's pretty cool, man. Again, I like it. I think I saw Dancouga actually has a back piece that actually turns into a bird. So hopefully Good Smile Company does one for this figure. Because I think Bandai did it for their version of Dancouga. Now, let's go ahead and let's just use my hands for this. Oh my goodness. Let's just lay this like this so we can actually open it properly and not have things flying around. Because this thing, as you can imagine, was very expensive. So, first of all, whoa! I did not expect this to be this heavy. This feels very, very, very heavy. I am actually surprised at how heavy this feels. A little bit flimsy, but... See, can you stand? Can you... Let's... He can stand fine. Very interesting articulation. Very, very interesting articulation. Like, again, I am surprised at how heavy this guy actually feels. That was surprising. So let's go ahead and let's put this guy to the side. Oh, I'm pretty sure this just pegs in easily. Yeah, it does. Thankfully. Oh, static. Get away from me. See, I believe that this is how you do the feet for these guys. I don't know if they have actual like heel spurs. I wish they did, because as sturdy, not as sturdy, but as heavy as they feel, they don't feel that sturdy, even though like they're standing up just fine. But I wish. Look, there we go. He fell. Actually has a little bit of an ankle rocker. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, things don't really peg in that much anywhere on this. So yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting. There we go. Similar pose to your leg buddy. There we go. That looks nice. That looks very, very nice. Let's see. That's a gun. I believe this is a gun for them. I think so. Just put that to the side. Let's see what else we have here. The big Dancouga sword that I'm gonna put away because he doesn't really have any place to store it. But admittedly, it does look pretty awesome. This is a pretty awesome looking sword. Alright. Let's see. This giant fuck you cannon. This looks very, very gnarly. Oh, this is the combined gun, right? Because I know he has like a gun that combines with a bunch of different guns. I think this is what this is, and then this goes in this, something like that. I'll check the instructions, but this thing looks pretty fucking awesome. Pretty fucking awesome, I must admit. Interesting how this thing like sways. Alright, let's put that in the back. Kudos for not falling. Let's now, okay. Before I move in to the big guy, I wanna check the little dude. Cause the little dude bigger than I expected. This one turns into a falcon and a bird thing, right? And into the combined mode head. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can. That's interesting. Like, don't you have like a place where you can just like. Oh, it has like a magnet back there. Can you actually stand up? He can. Look at that. He can stand up. This is the most interesting headmaster. I know this is not an actual transformer, but it's basically the same thing, right? This is basically a headmaster. This worries me. Oof, it's very stiff. So like moving this, make sure you're holding the whole armature. Because if you just move it from here, I feel like it might snap. Still, that's cool. This turns into a bird, into a robot, and into the head. I wish this could like tuck in better than this. Cause I don't know, it's a bit on. Oh, there we go. Like, yeah. Put the put the face up to your ass. That's how I'm gonna display it. Then this can actually go like this, and this looks better to me. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right way to display this guy, but I actually prefer it like this. It looks cleaner. This thing also has like not ankle rockers, but it has toe rockers. That's pretty cool. Oh man, this is a very interesting set. There we go. That looks fine. And now, before we go to the big boy, once again, I want to check and show you guys. This guy actually has additional hands, and they are completely. Look at that! Whoa! Don't bend your fingers like that. That's probably gonna hurt a lot. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Fully articulate. That's the thing I always say about these Japanese super robot toys, that they barely ever have. Look at that! It can actually like spread his fingers. They barely ever have articulated hands. Usually the hands are you have to like interchange their hands for different things. But I'm glad this one actually has a hand that are postable, and you can actually store them in bot mode. I mean, in alt mode, and in both alt modes, because all of these dudes can turn into different things. Like they have bots, they can turn into like jaguars and into tanks. And now the main reason I got this. Oh boy, this thing is heavy. Let me just. Oh man. Let me grab this. I'm gonna throw this. Oh. My room is a mess right now. Oh yeah, and the little guy has like additional hands and like a small gun and like these turret things that I don't know where they go, but I'll check it later. For now, time for the main attraction. Big Moth, I think, is the name of this thing. Let me, oh man. Camera goes up. It's a little bit tilted. Let's look down like that. There we go. And he is. There we go. There we go. There we go. And poof. So he does have a hand that can open and close. That is not articulated. The thumb is articulated. But I wish that most Japanese super robot toys at least had this. You don't have to have fully articulated hands, though it helps. But this, I think, is fine. Thumbs up. Now, the only issue I see with this dude is that he does not have toe tilts. His legs, his feet can't tilt. That's a shame. And this feels loose, but it feels loose because of how heavy it is. That said, he is holding that very well. Ow, my hip. But this, yeah, this feels flimsy. And you see this, how this bends? That's probably for transformation. Ugh. That sounds like it hurts. Pretty sure it's supposed to be that way. His treads actually move. Man, that is so awesome. That's how he looks from the back. Cleans up really fucking well. Broken leg. That snaps back into place really well. I gotta see if this guy's actually like properly transformed, because I have no clue if he is or not. But as far as first impressions go, this guy has left me a very good. Oh. This also feels a little bit loose, but it just feels loose. It's not loose. It feels very weird. Because when you move it, it feels like it would be loose, but it's holding on really well. I think it's because of the materials. Because a lot of the plastic feels very sturdy, but some of it doesn't. It's weird because this plastic here feels cheap, but this plastic feels really good. Yeah, it's weird, very weird. I don't hate it though. I don't hate it. The face sculpt is pretty fucking baller, man. The hell's wrong with this? Like, I'm recording, and these lights are up, and these lights are up, and still you can barely tell. Come on, focus. Focus, there you go. That's a pretty nice face sculpt. Now, he has a waist swivel. You actually have to do a thing with this, or you actually like unpeg this from here. You put this back down, and then you. Oh, let's do. Very ingenious, honestly. I feel. And you put this back here, and then you tap that in there, and now you have a waist swivel. That's for the transformer. You turn this around, but that's fine. Nothing is holding that down either. Like nothing taps in. That's the thing of these Japanese super robot transforming toys. They barely ever like follow the cues of actual transformers, because you would imagine this would peg in and then you would just like pop it out, but no, it doesn't. It's weird. Oh, look at the cockpit in there. I don't know if the camera like can show that well, but that like there's a cockpit in there, and that looks pretty awesome. And he feels like he's gonna fall backwards, but he's not, because he's very sturdy. Man, big and chunky. I like it. I can't wait to turn it into a fucking elephant. Oh yeah, he has like these. Oh, that's also something really awesome that I like. Right, and then you can just put them forward, and he has waist cannons. Oh man, that is so badass. Waist cannons, they are so freaking badass. I want to see how hard it is to like take these off so I can peg these in, because it's gonna look so much better with the fully articulated fingers. Yeah. That said, I want to go ahead and try this on. See how well this pegs in. Doesn't seem that well because it's hitting the armature up here. So let's see if we can make it work. Yeah, held on to it, but has to hold it like this. That's interesting. I imagine this is part of the transformation. Yeah, again, like that's one of my only issues with these exclusively like Japanese super robots that can transform. Like things rarely ever things rarely ever like tab into place. Holds the sword in a very peculiar pose, that's for sure. Can't really like put it forward. There we go. Much better. So yeah, like I like it. Hell, like I'll be honest, I might be in love with this thing because it just feels robust and it feels awesome. And I these things, I love them. But I wish it had actual ankle tilts. I'm gonna see if I can actually get up like the usual pose that you guys see me do. Yeah, like he can't really hold down to that pose. If he had actual ankle tilts, he would be able to. That's the only shameful thing about this figure. Is like, whoop. Can't really get too many poses out of it because it's very heavy and there's literally no posability in the feet. I mean, in combined mode, you stretch these out. Like, these things, you stretch them out. Because I've seen so many videos about this guy. You actually stretch these out, and they actually have ankle rockers. I don't think you can actually use them in this mode, however. There we go. Yeah, this plastic also feels flimsier than the rest, which is not what you want in something that has to be like the toe rockers of the combined mode. But yeah, like you're supposed to be able to get these completely out of there. I just have no idea how to do it myself. There we go. See, like, and then this actually has, look at all that rocker. This actually has a lot of rocker. Can't really use it in this mode. Maybe a little bit, actually, now that I think about it. Just fighting with it to be able to actually pose it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is something. Let's see if we can actually do something with this. See me struggle with this very expensive piece of plastic that I got. Yeah, that it's just not it's just not working. That would be my only gripe with this guy. It's just the lack of posability in the feet. I think that's as good as it's going to get for this dude. So like yeah, like there is like a semblance of a pose there. I mean like there is a pose there. It's just it's it's being held on by hopes and dreams. That's what I could tell you. So yeah, I expect like a bunch of 8 stances with this guy. Again, if you combine it, because these guys are the feet. If you actually combine it, you can use the toe tilt that's a lot deeper and a lot better and a lot sturdier. So yeah, I might end up leaving this guy in combined mode, even though I'm usually like, I like to keep my box in there without, needing to combine them. But might have an exception with this guy. He just looks pretty fucking amazing. Again, like it's very, very robust. Very robust, very heavy. Alright, thank you for joining me in this unboxing. It's been a while coming. I am happy with this dude. You don't want to know how expensive it was, please don't ask me. I don't want to answer that question. Now he's a little bit lopsided. Come on, man. Come on. You doing well? Yeah, it's like some of it feels... It's weird. Again, it's weird because a lot of the plastic feels sturdy, but some of it feels cheap. It's a very, very weird feeling toy. Very weird. And I like it. It kind of feels like it's... Yeah, this... There we go. And then stretch this out. And now he's actually standing straight. There we go. Now I'm signing off. Thank you once again for joining me in this unboxing. This was a long time coming. I love this thing. As first impressions go, I would not recommend it for anybody that's not like crazy like me, because this thing is stupidly expensive. It's probably the most expensive piece in my collection right now, to be quite honest. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, adios. Jesus, and I keep forgetting to do this, because I always want to have a size comparison to a regular MP figure in these unboxings. So here he is, next to MP Prime. So you have a sense of how big this guy actually is. There we go. This Prime feels, I don't know, it's weird. It feels like one leg is higher than the other. Yeah, you can see that one leg is higher than the other one. And I have no idea how to fix that. Yeah, he has one leg shorter than the other one. It's weird, very weird. I don't know why. He's properly transformed and everything. Now I'm just rambling. But yeah, he's properly transformed in everything. He's just like, one leg is just longer than the other. It's so peculiar. So peculiar. Anyways, yeah, it's in the back, yeah, one leg looks like it's actually, yeah, this leg it's lower than that one. And I don't know why, it's the whole fucking leg. Like they're like assembled in the right position. It's just so weird. So weird. Like this guy just came like that. But an A stance fixes that easily. So yeah, here he is next to OP leader. Size comparison goes there. If you add the feet to it, he like gets like a this higher, like about yay high, something like that. Yeah, that's fine. So, but this is just so you can have like a sense of how big this guy is. Very chunky, and I love it. And now I'm actually signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one.